Hey guys, good morning. So it's the start of a new week, and I'm going to kind of continue rocking with this Q&A series here. Um, if you want, you can go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel because that would kind of help make it a little easier for you. Because it would give you a notification every time that I send it, along with kind of following through to the app. And then too, if you find any value in these, you can send them to your friends, family, things like that. The question I've got rocking today is, could I outwork a poor diet? So, in short, no. When we work out, you're creating like a manual calorie burn, right? So you are doing something and it is burning calories. The problem with that is if you've looked at anything like a Fitbit or a treadmill counter thing where it tells you how many calories you've burned, that number is often extremely inflated. Like it's nowhere probably near that actual number. So therein lies an initial problem is you're not burning near as many calories as maybe you might think based upon an outside source like that. The second thing is that say the goal is fat loss, which is usually the idea with outworking a bad diet. You need to be in a calorie deficit, as I'm sure a lot of you have heard and know. And while yes, you are creating some amount of manual calories burned, if you are not, in a deficit at the end of the day, that's not going to matter, right? So if you're eating, let's just throw it out there for like a number, you're eating 2,500 calories a day, you've been eating 2,500 calories a day, give or take, whether you know it or not, for a while. So your body has adapted to that way of eating, and you are pretty much stuck at a base metabolic rate of like roughly around 2,500 calories. So for quick math, now let's say you're eating that 2,500 calories a day consistently, and you're maybe only putting in let's call it what it is. It'll probably be anywhere from 100 to 200 calories from work, working, workout type things. And then on top of that, it might maybe work for a little bit, right? But odds are, if it's a poor diet, kind of like what we're talking about here, where we're thinking fast food, a lot of processed things, junk food, snacking, things like that, the odds are is it's not going to be a 2,500 calorie a day deal. It's probably going to be higher than that. You may be, underestimating how many calories you're eating, or maybe even overestimating. It's tricky, and I will probably get together a video here to kind of go into tracking a little bit deeper down when I have a little bit better equipment to kind of go through that kind of a video. But so at the end of the day, yeah, you are probably going to be eating more than what you think as it is. So the work that you're doing might not necessarily balance it out, and it likely won't. So you may not gain weight, but you're probably not going to be losing fat. You can still gain muscle by working out and being in a surplus or a deficit. That is true, and I'm not gonna defend the whole you can gain muscle in a deficit point at this point, because that's another long discussion, and it's possible, but again, there's a lot of constraints that have to occur. So in short, you probably on a poorer diet are not going to be getting the right nutrients to achieve your goals, and if anything, you are probably over on calories, or just at a place where you're not close enough to a deficit. Not saying that an extreme deficit is needed, but it's going to need to be gradually more and more as you get going, because cutting and recompositioning, it takes a little bit more of a tricky science than just well be in a calorie deficit. So hopefully that answers some questions. In short, you cannot outwork a bad diet, so getting the nutrition on point is going to help you the most in the long run.